announcements for all churches, ministries, social, and civic groups. Send your information and public service announcements to at CBC. Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender loving grace. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, Where I Am Now. And if you'd like to see us live at WGPL 1350 Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page. And guess what? You can see us live right here in WGPL 1350 Studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com, or you can go to 1400 AM or 1350 AM and wait for church webcam to pop up. And guess what? And you can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning. This is a beautiful hot day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM and WPCE 1400. Good morning to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, comment, follow, and we'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, follow, and shout out.
And subscribe. Yeah. I almost forgot that one. But yeah, shout us. We'll shout you out. Just go on and make a comment down there on all our social media platforms.
That's right. Just all you have to do is like, share, subscribe, and shout out.
Yeah. Mr. E, it is fun Friday.
That's right. Just before we go into our Fun Friday segment, Miss Hinton, just want to give some breaking news that Dr. Marie McDaniels, Norfolk State first African-American woman president, has passed away.
And we are really sorry about that. She made a great impact on Norfolk State University. And I know she is really going to be missed.
That's
and
right.
People are really feeling the effect of her passing away.
That's right. Why did the chicken, what can you do when I got a good joke for you since it's Fun Friday.
Okay.
I saw a man on the corner with an egg in his hand.
Okay, I read it.
He said it was so hot that he threw it in the street.
Okay. What's the rest of the joke, Mr.
He said all the thing he'd need left was some bacon.
It's that hot, especially here in the Hampton Roads area, honey.
Roberta Carter, where are you at? I need your laugh.
And Sheila Robbins. You know, they said the heat index is going to be about 107 degrees today.
That's right. It's going to be tremendously hot out there. So drink a lot of water. They say wear loose clothes and also wear light color clothes. And if you have to, stay inside.
Absolutely. Mr. E, it's Fun Friday. This is our segment. What's in your closet? Issues concerning women. Oh, wow. I love this segment. I love Friday, and I love talking about us.
That's right. I love it when you talk about the women so we can find their deep, dark secrets.
Oh, Lord. Mr. E, we have a wonderful guest, a friend of ours, and a beautiful woman that's doing great things in the Hampton Roads area and beyond. We have Edwina Wilson. She's the founder of Kelly's Choice. Good morning, Edwina.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Hey, listen, I'm blessed and feeling good. I can't complain.
You're blessed and highly favored from what I can see.
That's what they said too.
Absolutely. Edwina, tell everybody where you are from and a little bit about yourself.
Well, I live in Suffolk, Virginia. I'm originally from Prince George's County, Maryland, and the second oldest of
Yeah.
four. My oldest sister is deceased, and I have a younger sister and a younger brother. And my mom and dad is still living. I
Wow.
have four children myself, four young adults, shall I say, beautiful young adults, seven grandchildren, with
Wow.
one being a great grand.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I need to have one of them. I don't have but one. You need to give me one of those, baby.
I give you some grant. I give you some cheers.
Ooh, so you have a nice big family, Edwina.
Yes, yes, so blessed, and they all love Mama because they know me. I love to have fun and
Yes,
just act up with stuff.
absolutely. Edwina, you are the founder of Kelly's Choice. Tell us a little bit about Kelly's Choice.
Actually, Kelly's Choice was a dream that I had in 2012 that came to fruition in 3 years later, and I've been doing that since 2014. It was based on raising my daughter Kelly. She's 36 now. She's 37 in December, and it's I say this to that. It's challenging but rewarding.
Yes.
So I feel like when God gave me that dream, He knew that I would step out on it. But for me, I felt like in order to step out on something God gave me, I knew I had to get myself together because when I look at my life of being a caregiver slash mom to get Kelly, I realized that within that dream and the magnitude of that dream was seeing caregivers and those that they care for and love in that dream, I knew that mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, I had to be right for it.
Yes.
And that is because I would be dealing with and looking at and being around people like myself that
Yes.
sacrifice so much of their life and give so much to their loved one, just because you love them so much. Your heart is there for them. So I just knew that when I launched this, I had to be ready. And I was,
You were.
because I put it in God's hands. And I've
Yes.
been doing it since 2014.
Edwina, I remember you giving me a call and telling me about this dream you had. As a matter of fact, you were looking for some music to go along with your launch. But you were talking about this vision and everything, and we have seen it play out in many ways and how you have come to the aid of the community. You've given all kind of awards and wonderful things to those in need. You have been a shelter. You have been a counselor to many that are caregivers. You have really lifted up the community, and for that, we want to say congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Winnie, though, the lady, because this is what's in the closet, what's in our closet. And Edwina, like I said, we have seen you do so much, and we've talked about you as a caregiver and all that you do for your daughter and the love that you have for her in the community. But let's talk about Winnie, the person. Who is Winnie? Tell us about Winnie, and tell us a little bit about your journey, Winnie as the girl, and then Winnie as the woman.
Winnie, as a girl growing up, was very active. I loved sports. I liked to run. I ran track. I played basketball, softball, volleyball. I was a cheerleader. I was a pom pom.
Wow.
I started bowling. I did ballet, tap, jazz, all that good stuff. My mother kept us involved in activities in the community, and I was the only one that kept doing it even into school. So I was just a very happy, active girl growing up, and my personality was just very bright, vibrant, and just loving, and just very open and liking just have fun.
Yes.
So that Winnie grew into an adult that still loved to have fun, still had the same personality, but her life changed when she started having children.
Yes.
She got married.
Yes.
And but she never changed who she was in spite of life and challenges and hurt and so forth. She never changed who she was, though she wanted to.
Mhm.
She wanted to change who she was because she felt like taking advantage of the heart and the love and she just like, I don't want to be like this. But God said, yes, you are.
Yes.
You're going to be like this. You're going to continue to be like this. So I'm still that giving person, still that loving person, and still that person that has an ear to listen and be there for others.
Absolutely.
And that's who she is still today.
Wow, that is absolutely beautiful.
I am so excited to be talking to the lady Winnie. As I begin to hear you uncover the young girl and the lady Wendy, what was your journey? Was your journey? Did you had some difficult times on your journey? How did you bounce back?
Leaning on God, trusting God,
Yes.
believing that this too shall pass. Those some very hurting times. I had to just really pray out of that. I had to just keep moving. And in front of me were children. In front of me were children that I love. And I felt like if I give up on myself, then who's going to be there for my children? How can I
Yes.
teach my children anything if I give up or if I continue to fall short? So every move and journey I've been through that was a challenge or a struggle, my kids was in front of me. And they kept me strong and they kept me going and they kept me believing that I can get out of this. Because I had to believe at the same time that these are lessons, not only for me, but for my children, and believing that they would see it and see the journey, see the challenge, see the struggle, and how mommy came out of it. And
Absolutely.
trust me, it did not go in vain. Because my kids tell me that today. Well, mommy, I'm like this today because I saw you.
Wow.
Mommy, I don't give up on life because I saw you. I saw the challenges, I saw the struggles. And I know if my mommy made it, I could do it too.
Mm-hmm.
This is what my children tell me.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I thank God that He kept me through each and every one. But I know I couldn't have done it by myself.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your confidence. Is that something that grew in time? How do you have so much confidence in what you do? And because you're before a whole lot of people, when you go before and talk to people and you always interacting some way or another, where do you get your confidence from?
Oh, they got to be God. It got to be God. Because when I'm going in front of people, though I talk, I'm still a quiet person,
Wow.
technically. But because of the journey and knowing what I have in front of me, it just flows. I don't look back. I don't look to the side, left, right. I just take each day or the event or whatever I'm in the midst of doing, and I just do it. And I
Yeah.
just believe, I've always believed in myself no matter what I was going through because my challenges, each challenge I have, make me stronger and believe that I can continue to move forward in everything that I'm doing. So it has to be God. It got to be God. Hey, girl,
Absolutely.
listen, you got this. You got this. Keep going.
As I begin to see you and know you, and dealing with Kelly's choice and dealing with my girl Kelly, you had to really roll your sleeve up and begin to fight. How is that journey going?
Or taking the punches, okay? So taking the punches, you right about that. Rolling them sleeves up, rolling them pants legs up, put on the right type of shoes. And if they ain't right, you still want to do it regardless, because Kelly is everything to me.
Yeah.
The birth of Kelly was very challenging, and I, you know, don't have no problem in saying, and I continue to say, I blame it on Andrew's Air Force Base.
Mm-hmm.
And for God allowed Kelly to live. Kelly was not living at birth. She was
Wow.
basically dead at birth, just like that. And, with her aunt Patricia, being back there where they told her she couldn't be, and she said, that devil is alive, I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
So had it not honestly been for Trisha, her Aunt Trisha being back there, the doctors would have called her off that first time, and Trisha said no. 4 times they said Kelly, her Aunt Trisha, said, okay, God, I need you. Listen to her story and just seeing Kelly today, I thank God for giving her life.
Absolutely.
With that, I continue to roll up my sleeves because God trusted Kelly in my hands.
Absolutely.
Had he not gave her breath, that would have been a story I couldn't even talk about because it would probably be hard. But because he gave her breath, he trusted her in my hands. He knew I would take care of her, groom her, mold her, however I needed to do it. God knew this, and I have to believe that.
Absolutely.
Because I'm doing it today.
Yes.
So I continue to roll my sleeves up every day, roll them hands up every day.
Absolutely.
Them boxing gloves will carry them with me.
Yes.
Well, back in the day when you go to a fight, they would take the earrings off and put some Vaseline. Now, do you do that every day? Do you put that Vaseline and take your earrings off and get ready to rumble, right?
Hey, trust me, I am always ready. Literally, I am.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your work ethic and the balancing act. So you are you care for your daughter. It's 24/7 and more. Let's see. How did you do all of this, Kelly? How did you take care of Kelly and then all the things that you're doing, founding the organization, traveling? Tell us about what that's like.
Well, I honestly had to realize balance. And taking care of Kelly was, of course, I did take care of Kelly is every day.
Yes.
But I knew, even in the midst of God giving me that dream of Kelly's choice, I had to learn how to do that and still take care of Kelly.
Yes.
Then there was other things that, in life, visions and aspirations and thoughts and ideas that I had that came to fruition as well. So I had to learn how to not only take care of Kelly, and then I had Kelly's choice with, the events that I have and other businesses that I want to do. I had to learn how to incorporate all of that into Edwina.
Yes.
And learn how to do it great. Because at the end of the day, anything we do in a business, at the end of the day, it's not the name of the business, the person behind it.
Yes.
So I always had to make sure that whatever I'm putting out great. And I'm taking care of those things to the best I know how. If there's an emergency that comes with Kelly, or there's a situation that comes with Kelly, or Kelly got to go to the doctor and I got this to do. I had to learn how to balance all of those things out so I can continue to be great at what I am doing out in the community or behind the scenes. Because at the end of the day, like I said, everything falls on everyone else.
Yes.
Now, when you talk about balancing, you are also has Kelly plus the rest of your children. What about them grand and them great grandchildren? How do you incorporate and put them all under your 2 little arms?
Yeah, so let me tell you something. If all my grandkids had a room in my house, they'd be here every day all day long. They love their mama.
Oh,
okay?
wow.
Literally everybody that know me and know my grandchildren know they love their grandma. Now I'm Gigi Mom. So it was G Mom. Now I'm Gigi Mom. That's great.
That's right. Yes.
I've learned to do that, Edward, and I enjoy it. And I love laughing with them and having fun with them. And I even went out in November and I bought a 12-passenger van, because I love my grandchildren. And when my daughters treated me out last year to a vacation in Florida, they always visit resort, private homes with the food and all the bedrooms and all beautiful. And we drove 2 cars. I said, we will not do this no more. We're going to do this as a family and just be one vehicle. And all the drivers just shared a ride.
Yes.
And must have been the best decision I ever could have made because it even going to be the closest to now we on one trip, we all together.
Yes.
You know, or somebody go on a trip, they could use the van, and so it's a shareable vehicle, you know.
Yes.
But Edward, your question, your answer is, I have learned that a long time ago with the first grandbaby. How I'm going to always incorporate my grandkids in my life, no matter what. If I'm at the office, they at the office with me. They come in there, having fun, enjoying everything, and I enjoy it.
Yes.
You know, we have to really, as grandparents and parents, but especially as grandparents, we have to really enjoy the memory and create the memory. So we can always have something to lean back on, to talk about, to laugh at. As my grandkids say, we always gonna have something to talk about with mama.
Edwina, please shout out some of your greatest supporters.
Oh man. Well, first I'm gonna say Yolanda.
Thank
I know y'all follow me and I appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm blessed, you know, because had you not, you would not know about me. You wouldn't know the things that I do
Absolutely.
and or have done. You know,
Yes.
Yolanda might know just a little bit more.
Yes.
You might know just a little bit more. And it's a blessing to be able to share those things, so Yolanda, honestly.
Yes.
And so, you know, wow. I don't even know where to start, Mom.
Let's start with Quarry. Because Quarry is definitely, your husband is a great support to you. Let's start shouting him out. Corey, good morning to you. Hope you're standing by as well.
You know what? I could not have done it by myself.
Yes.
When I have an idea on the business and I take it to court, like Kelly's choice, for instance, to start, he was there every step of the way.
Yes.
I come up with a vision. I launch these things. Corey is that person in the background. Well, you're going to need this, and you're going to need that, and you're going to do this. So I'm going to do. He's that person that figure out all the things that I need to make it happen.
Wow.
He's that person that brings the material things to the forefront, so I can have those things to make the microphones, the lapels, the speakers, the computers, the lights, the chairs, the cloths. He brings all of that to the forefront.
Yes.
Any and everything that I do, Corey is that person that listens to everything. And you know, Steve got to that point where, baby, gotta make sense. You know?
Yes.
It gotta make sense. So definitely, Corey is number one.
Wow.
Without Corey, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of these things. My children, Ebony is my oldest, Kelly, Tanisha, and Kelvin Jr. My children are always there at every single event that I have. And they're at the front desk, they're in my grandchildren as well. They're inside helping wherever I need. They're always there to support me. Always.
Absolutely.
My dad, we have not had a great relationship growing up, though he took very good care of us.
Wow.
But he was not good at communication.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started Kelly's Choice, every single year, he was there for me. He supported Kelly's Choice let me say this, after the first year, because I didn't tell him about the first year, but after the first gala for the caregiver, he supported every single year thereafter.
Wow.
And speaking of my dad, when I spoke to Ed about, with that day when Ed called me about Kelly's Choice radio show, and soon after I talked to my dad and I was telling him about it, he front everything.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right.
I was like, I didn't hear that.
Wow.
He said, well, with that, I'm sure it's going to be a fee to it. So what is it so I can go ahead on and do that? So shout out to my dad for stepping up and being that father that he wasn't in the beginning of as a supporter. Never at none of my track meets, never at none of my basketball games, never at none of those. But as an adult, and building the relationship between my dad and I and that communication level. Kudos to my dad. Big shout out to my dad for stepping up.
I like that because now the wound, that was a wound, and now the wound has been healed and mended. Because when you look for your dad at all your sports events and all the things that you participate in, he's not there. But later on down the road, he's your hero.
That is marvelous. Edwina, let's talk about what we see from you on social media. We have seen that it's been about Kelly, because you put, Kelly's Choice and Kelly, and shout out to Kelly. I know she's listening as well.
Yeah.
Let's look at what the joy is that you have and that you're showing about Winnie, about yourself. We see a change in how you communicate on social media. We see more of the cheerleader, of the person that's feeling good about life. Tell us a little bit about where you are now and why you can focus on yourself and give yourself the love and care that you want to.
Because I'm worth it. I'm worth it, and I owe it to myself. I owe it to myself to stop letting me be second in line. I owe it to myself to stop being behind the scenes of everything, but I know I got so much more to give and show. Who is really Edwina Wilson? Who is behind that smile?
Yes.
It's pain behind the smile as well, but who's behind that smile? Why is she so quiet? Why she don't do these things? Well, during COVID, I had, a lot of time to sit back and really meditate and think about Edwina Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Time to really think about her. Why you don't show up? Why you don't show up for yourself?
Yes.
Not everybody else or everything else, but why not yourself? So one day I made a decision. I'm not going to be that person.
Yes.
I'm going to enjoy Edwina Wilson, and I'm going to do it unapologetically, and I'm going to do it without feeling like I have to worry about what people say when they see me on social media or doing my TikTok or being with me or with Kelly or my family. I had to stop worrying about or feeling like I was worried about what people want to say when they see me doing my TikTok or what they want to say when they see me, doing anything else. I don't care anymore because it's still clean because I'm that person. Everything I do is always clean. So as long as I'm good with what I do, it don't matter to me what other people think.
Yes.
I can't live my life worried or focused on what other people think about Edwina Wilson, feel about Edwina Wilson, or how they're going to take whatever I do on social media. Absolutely. I just enjoy life now. And I'm enjoying me and loving on me so much more than I ever had before because I owe that to myself.
Absolutely. Edwina, we got 1 minute. I want you to encourage women in particular. I know caregivers, we have men that are caregivers as well, but please, can you encourage women to love on themselves as well? And then also give us some contact information for Kelly's Choice.
Okay, so for the women, I remember recently I did a crazy video of looking crazy, waking up in the morning. That was real. And then I changed that all the way around. And I said, you know what? Being real is so good. We have to be real about who we are, about from morning to evening, morning to late morning. We have to feel good about ourselves. If you don't make it, smile for yourself. Look in the mirror and smile at yourself. Look in the mirror and just say, girl, I love you. Look in the mirror and say, no matter what you're going through, we're going to make it this day. Every day should be a great day. Yes. No matter how you feel, make it a great day. And we have to really speak life into ourselves because we can't always wait for someone else to do that. If we continue to wait for someone else, we'll never get what we ask for, what we want to be. So speak life into yourself. Speak motivation into yourself. Speak encouragement into yourself and make every day a great day. Continue to smile.
Yes.
It's not for you.
Give us some contact information real quick, Edwina.
Edwina Wilson, 704-449-2074, Kelly's Choice Cares at gmail.com and kellyschoicecares.org.
Edwina, if you get a chance, you can jot it right down there for our viewers. And we just want to say thank you for all you do, who you are, and taking your time to be here with us on FYI Radio Show. You be blessed. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, you too. Y'all have a great one.
All right, you all come over here, social media with us. We're going to be serving that tea. Be blessed. We'll see you back here on Monday.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to FYI Radio Show with our host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. And don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 on all social media platforms on WPCE 1400 on 95.3 FM Peace and WGPL 1350. Don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Don't forget to join us Monday right here on Sports Talk. Have a good weekend now. Bye now.
So I like this beauty snow. The sun, no.
All right. We want to say thank you to Miss Edwina Wilson, Kelly's Choice. You know, that organization is out here and it's really, really supporting those that are caregivers. Now, let's look at it. Being a caregiver is not a joke.
That's right. Being a
That is,
caregiver.
and
That's
it's
right.
not for the faint of heart.
That's right.
You're talking about 24-hour cycle daily of taking care of someone that cannot take care of themselves. You know, that's a job, that's a task. And like I said, it's not for the faint of heart. But this is what I see when God puts someone in your hand to care for. You know, he is really saying, I know, and I'm talking about people like Edwina, I know that you will be responsible for this soul.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be responsible for this soul. You're going to care for this soul. You're going to be here for this soul. You're going to give that soul what it needs to eat, drink. You're going to, you're going to educate it. That person, you're going to be there for that individual. You know, sometimes people wonder, well, why would God give me a child like this or or a person in my life, like, because he know you can do it.
That's right.
Because he know you are that responsible, and he knows you have the heart to do it. Edwina Wilson has the heart to care for her daughter, and we see it. We see it when we interact with her. Kelly's there, and like she said, it's not just about that one child. She cares for Kelly. She cares for her other children. She cares for her grandchildren. She has a great grandchild, and she cares for the community. You know, I've seen so many times her galas on line, how she's awarding people. Sometimes she travels out to award people. Sometimes she's giving and you don't know she's giving. Sometimes she's, tired and you don't know she's tired. I remember having the first conversation with Edwina about Kelly's Choice. Kelly's Choice was not in existence yet, and she called to talk about her dream and what she wanted to do for the community. And, when you're doing for the community, God gives back to you. He blesses you, and he blesses you to be able to do what you need to do. That dream, he fulfills that dream. I feel the same way about my organization, Crystal Community Development Corporation. When it's not self-serving and when you have other people in mind, God gives you everything for that organization. He gives you everything to care for the community. And so that's exactly how it works. And so we want to say congratulations to Edwina Wilson for not just caring for herself, caring for her children and her daughter and her grands. And we thank her for taking the time that she has left for the community to do things that will help uplift. Can you imagine, Mr. E, having to take care of someone and you don't really get a break? You can't get a break. You can hardly get a break. You have to try to get that break in. Can you imagine taking care of someone and you got to, keep one eye open and one eye closed when you're trying to sleep, because you never know when that person is going to call out or need you. It is a job. It's a task. And she saw it. She saw the dream of really encouraging those that are caregivers to keep on keeping on.
And my hats off to Miss Edwina. My hats off to her because she's doing a marvelous job. And Kelly is now 34, 35 years old and talking about driving and
I
talking
love
about,
that.
because I remember when Kelly wanted a cell phone. I thought that Kelly was going to tear the station up. I want to let our listening audience know that Kelly is in a chair, and so that she's not walking. So Edwina has to, everywhere she go,
goes,
has to drive her chair and has to take her everywhere she go, pick her up, and
Absolutely.
however she got to get her there. And it's a job. And for her doing that, and Kelly
Yes.
got her hair done and
She
combing her
keeps that
hair.
hair
And
done.
one thing I can say about Edwina, about Winnie got octopus hands. Because Winnie takes care of the grandchildren, take care of the children, take care of her family and everything else, and still run her business. So now she decided, Winnie said, I'm going to take some time
I
out for
know
Winnie.
that.
And hey, look, take all the time out
Yes.
you want to, Winnie, because you deserve it.
And that's the joy of her life. When you listen to her, I think you can't really separate the family from her. But the wonderful thing about it is that she can now express who she is, her likes, what she needs, aside from the family. The family's going to be taken care of. But she can now say, look who I am. I have a sense of humor. I want to be on social media. Hey, I want to, vibe with people like people are doing and stuff like that, now, and communicate what I do beside what I do. And so it is really a joy to see. I noticed it on social media because usually you see Edwina focusing on Kelly, and it's all about Kelly. But then all of a sudden, you saw the funny side, the quirky side of Edwina, the joy that she feels about where she is now, and her making no excuses for what she's doing and what she wants to do. It's wonderful.
And not only that, Edwina is top chef. You got to give it to her. She's top chef. And because she's thinking about Edwina, I want to let all women know, Edwina is the matriarch. You got to remember she's the backbone of the family. Nobody can take her place because everybody want grandma. Everybody want mama. Everybody want them. So she's a great matriarch. So you got to cherish the matriarch. And just in case the matriarch feels that she need to do her, let her do her.
Absolutely.
So Edwina, do you, Edwina?
I tell you, keep showing us those TikToks. She has some real cute, clever ones too that I love. So keep giving them. Give us you. Keep giving us you, and keep showing us what to do. And that's another thing. She's showing people what to do. She has so much experience as a caregiver. She can show us. She can tell us what to do, where to go. Some of the roadblocks, some of the hurdles, some of the challenges. And like you were saying earlier, Mr. E, you were saying rolling up those sleeves, ready for a good fight. Don't mess with Miss Edwina.
That's right.
She is not a punk.
I want to say good morning to Miss Edwina Wilson, to Miss Sheila Robbins, Mr. Philip Plum, Miss Roberta Carter, Miss Crystal Hinton.
Yes.
I want to say good morning to you and thank you all for joining into the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI. Our special guest was none other than Miss Edwina Winnie Wilson.
And we want to say thank you.
Kelly of Kelly's Choice.
Kelly, are you standing by? I want to know if you're there, girl. How you doing? And I want to thank Edwina for supporting me and supporting my new business and everything. It's just marvelous. Also, Edwina and I were in the same class with Veronica McMillan, and I was so sorry. I think we were in 2 classes together. I'm not sure, but one of those classes, because of the accident, my husband's accident, I couldn't continue that class at that time. But I met her at one of those classes, and she was just a joy to talk to and everything. And we just want to say again, congratulations. Keep up the good work and keep showing us who you are. I tell you what, we're going to take the time today, this morning. Where's my cup? We're gonna serve a little bit of tea.
Gotta
It's time to
serve,
serve
gotta
that
serve some tea.
tea.
Gotta serve
Oh
some tea.
my God.
Just before we serve the tea, I want to let our listening audience know that you can get your teacup.
Oh my
And
goodness,
when tea
yes.
time to come around, you can get your teacup. FYI, it says FYI radio show serving that tea.
We
You
serve
can get
that
your tea. All you have to do is pick up the telephone and give us a call at 757-714-7861 or inbox us, Edward Everett, Miss Yolanda, Lady Hinton, or FYI, or you can go to our email. That's FYI live radio show at gmail.com. Did I say it right?
No, FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. You all give us
FYI
a
radio show at gmail.com.
No.
Okay, I get it right.
FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Okay, look. Serving that tea.
Gotta serve
Look,
it.
let's serve some tea, Mr. E. I think people are getting concerned, but then some people want to be in denial, and then some people don't want to hear nothing about no monkeypox.
Well, Miss Hinton, it's here, and it's here.
Is it here?
Monkeypox is here, and everybody is talking about monkeypox.
Mr. E, what is monkeypox?
Monkeypox, according to people, monkeypox is a case where was unusually found in West Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But this version of this virus is now spreading worldwide, and at the moment, the variants that spread into the UK, US, and mainland Egypt is considered to be mild, but can have serious effects on some people.
But this is what I have a problem with. This is the tea that I want to know. You all can help me. Why are they trying to say that it's coming from the gay men community? Why would you target folk just like that to say that y'all bringing forth these monkeypox? What's that all about?
Well, when I begin to look at it and I begin to look at the symptoms,
okay, go ahead. Let's hear it.
I'm not gonna put it in a category, and I'm not saying that this. No, I'm not saying none of that. But these folks have given us some symptoms. They said fever, headache, muscle ache, backache, swollen lymph nodes in the throat, in the groins, chills, exhaustion. They said lessons in the anus, on the genitals, and inside the throats.
Okie dokie.
And the rash looks like chicken pox, syphilis, and scabs can be formed when they fall.
Well, I tell you what, that's a mess, whoever got it. But I'm just wondering, with COVID, they wanted to actually target a certain population, said it came from them. Of course, they said HIV, they said that was a gay man's disease. And here it is again coming around. Are they sure? I mean, have enough, are the statistics pointing to it? Or is it just something that, you just want to, what is it? I would love to find out if some of these facts, or is it just, saying, we think.
It says in recent case, most patients have self-identified as gay, bisexual, or other men who have sex with men that cause the monkeypox.
Well, I tell you what.
It's in black and white. It's right here.
Okay, well, I tell you what. This is the thing. We're going to have to find out, because, you may put it on that population, but they're talking about cases going up higher. And it's a disease that can jump you, meaning on contact and, I think through, touch and all that kind of stuff. And so whether it originated with whoever, it sounds like it's going to be a dangerous thing. And I'm wondering what the remedy is going to be for. Are they going to try to pump us with some more vaccines and whatnot? What's going to happen? What do you all think? How do you feel about this monkeypox thing? And Lord knows I don't want it to come my way, because I've seen some of that stuff. that they're showing, and it just looks like a mess. And I can't imagine, if it's painful. I heard it was very painful and all kind of things.
This is the thing that bothers me so much is why they targeting one area, why they can't target the whole world. That every individual can catch this monkeypox. Every individual, according to the study, the health security agencies and the CDC in the USA is advising gay, bisexual, and men who have sex with men to check for an unusual rash. That's what they're saying.
Well, I tell you what, you all go ahead and do what you got to do. Lord, no, I don't want to see no monkeypox nowhere there be. And I'm sure you all don't either. But I'm telling you, we got to keep, kind of listening to what is being said. Look, Dr. Fauci of all folk was sitting up there talking about the daggone monkeypox, talking about hand sanitizer. I said, oh, Lord, here we go again with the hand sanitizer. Did y'all look, the toilet tissue? Remember the last virus?
That's right.
The toilet tissue and whatnot. But I'm telling you, we're going to keep an eyeball. We're going to keep one eye open, one eye closed on this thing called a monkeypox.
That's right. That's right. As I begin to look at it, and a lot of people seen it, it's so scaly and so sore. Look like I thought it was Job out there one time.
Oh my God, now that's right.
Because if when you look at the Bible says Job had pus balls. So I thought it might have been might have came from Job.
We're gonna keep one eyeball up, one eyeball on it, and we're gonna keep reporting to you all about these pox. Okay, now look, Beyonce is getting ready to drop it like it's hot,
put a ring on it. Yeah.
But look, the T and the word on the street is Kelly's. Y'all know Kelly's married. She was married to Nas, and allegedly he beat the crap out of her. Allegedly, I said allegedly. She said he did. He said he didn't. But she's a great artist, and she was out a few years ago and said that now this is the tea. This is a disclaimer. Don't tell me that I'm making it up because I heard it. I heard it on these social media streets and in the web and the news, whatever. And saying that Kelly's is mad. Kelly's is upset with the queen bee for stealing her tea.
Stealing?
And, if you go online, Google it, Kelly's is up there talking about, hey, that's my music. It was sampled. She's saying it was taken. And she blames her label, which Pharrell Williams is a part. He owned the label and he signed her. She blames them, and she blames the queen bee for taking her music. Now, she does not probably have the rights to her masters, but she wrote the song and it's being sampled. And so allegedly, the queen bee has taken the throne, taken over. She's on the throne. She had taken over, and Kelly's is having a fit. I mean, she really is having a fit on social media, Mr. E.
What is the new album that's dropping today for Beyonce?
I don't know the name of it.
Is it called Remnants?
Oh, Renaissance. Is it Renaissance?
That's
and
it.
So you all, hey, we're gonna be what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little critique. She had one out. You Won't Break My Soul, and a lot of folk kind of like it. A lot of folk don't, but that's up to you if it's your taste or whatever. Check out the queen bee. But in the meantime, I don't know how it's going to play out with Kelly's and them, honey, because Kelly's is on the warpath. Beautiful Kelly's on the warpath with the queen bee.
Well, gotta do it. But this is the thing that I foresee. Who's that one that's rapping on Beyonce's?
Oh, you're talking about Frida, Big Frida.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. This is the tea. Listen to this, and I heard it from the Big Frida's mouth. Big Frida, when they sampled Big Frida's music, when Beyonce and them sampled Big Frida, she said Beyonce and them reached out to her and asked her. Now, Kelly's is saying not a soul, not a chick, nor a child has reached out to her to say squat.
So
Big Frida was on today on the major network.
Right.
Talking about being a part of the collaboration, but was asked could they collaborate? Could ask? Could
So
they?
Kelly,
Will their
Kelly
music
don't
be
have a fight. Don't have a fight, huh?
All I can say is we understand the point that Kelly's is trying to make. You know, at least be generous enough to say, you know what, I
Give
love
me
your
some money.
music. Oh, I love your music. I
Yeah.
know you don't own the masters, but we really want to let you know that this is part of what you have done, your creation that we would love to
Make
do.
some acknowledgement.
What do you all think about it? You know,
Yeah.
hey, I can see being protective of all the things, especially that I create. I wouldn't want anybody just, taking it up as their own, regardless. And so I can understand Kelly's point of view. But then again, when you don't own it and you have the labels
It's freelance
owning
out
it,
there.
then
Yeah.
the labels that own it they have the right to let someone sample your music, which I tell you, girl, if you don't like it, go on and take them to court. That's what the folks said. That's what all I can say. The T is on. Let's find out how this album does, and let's find out, how this Kelly thing plays out. Sometimes when you get a negative, it makes for a whole lot of, publicity, and
That's
people
right.
get curious, and they gonna run over there. So this may be a good thing for the Queen Bee.
Kelly,
All
get
right,
all your
Kellys.
folks in line.
Kellys.
Kelly's,
Yes.
get all your folks in line and go at Big Frida as well as
Right.
Beyonce.
She can't go to Big Frida. Big
Well,
Frida
Big
don't have
Frida-
anything to do with it.
Big Frida said she was a witness. Isn't Big Frida rapping on that?
Yeah, but that's Big Frida and their business. They do a separate business.
So
but I'm talking about Kelly's song.
Get up, Kelly.
All
Get
right.
up, Kelly's.
All right, then. I tell you what now, look, the elephant in the room. Now, we just finished talking about the monkey in the room with the monkeypox. Let's talk about another elephant in the room, and that is the Honorable Bishop Lamar Whitehead and getting robbed.
Well,
It's so much about this story that I really, really, really would like understanding on. First of all, let's put aside what people say about him. Why are people so angry at the victim? Listen to the question again, Mr. E, and then serve me some tea. Why are they so angry about the victim? Now, the man got robbed at gunpoint, him and his wife in the church. And everybody and their mama mad at him. Why?
well.
Tell me some tea. Why?
Well, see, you got to remember coming up before you came into the church, you got some enemies that you left behind that you didn't do good by.
Okay.
So since you didn't do good by them, and now you run it into the church. When I look at the bishop, it reminds me of Moses. Moses hid behind the mountain because he killed one of the Egyptians. And now when he killed one of the Egyptians, now he had to go into hiding. Well, the bishop had to go into hiding. Now Bishop came out of hiding, but God made it possible for Moses to come out of hiding. But I'm trying to figure out, Miss Hinton, and maybe you could give me some tea on that, how the bishop moved from being a prisoner into becoming a bishop.
Well, I got an answer for that because Bishop Whitehead is gonna have a press conference on today, y'all.
He got to have
So
it.
check him out on social media. He's gonna tell you all what you need to know, and he's gonna tell you, answer questions that you have. And he said he don't mind you asking any question you want, even about all that bling bling.
That's right. He got
Man,
some bling bling.
he
and some
got cars, a fleet of cars.
That's right.
And then this is the tea, and Larry Reid and them, y'all go check them out. Talk about the man backdrop. Talk about he got it from Woolworths or something.
The man just
Or the
gave
dollar store. And I don't know. I didn't have that experience in seeing something that looked like it was from the dollar store. But why are people mad at him because he got a dollar store backdrop allegedly? Mr. E, why are they mad at the bishop? They mad because he got somebody
he
robbed.
got robbed.
They mad because he had a $2 backdrop, allegedly. That's what they said. They mad because he got a fleet of cars. They mad because he got $1 billion worth of bling bling. They got him robbed. They guess what else they're mad at? They're mad at the fact that he keeps saying the church got robbed, and folks on social media said, no, you got robbed, you and your wife. But is that cute? Do you think it's cute? Mr. E, what's that? That's the backdrop. Can I see it? Can I see it? Can you share that with me? Because I was trying to figure out what they were saying. But what do you all think about the story? I mean, I don't know. Why would they say it's a dollar looking backdrop?
Well, because
don't
the picture, the
understand
camera has blown it up. I seen it, and the camera has blown it up. Once you see it in action, let me see if I can't show it to you in action. Once you see the backdrop in action, you see totally different view of how it looks and how it plays out.
So the backdrop is more important than the man that got robbed. Somebody robbed.
See, because what they are looking at is because he could have spent a little bit more bling bling in the backdrop than on him.
Does he have to? Does he have to spend more? And why? I mean, I don't know. I don't see it as $1. It don't look like that to me.
You know,
and
that's what folks are saying. Folks are saying his backdrop, looked like it was a dollar store backdrop.
The bishop said, "Don't believe everything you
him.
see on social media." I don't get it. I mean, I really get it, but I don't get it now. Some of these folk are also trying to pull up receipts of his past. Now, he said he was a crook. He already said he served time in jail and all this kind of stuff. Y'all go look on social media, see all this stuff on social media. He already said he was,
But God can't forgive.
But I mean, let's not put God in it yet, because I don't know if the man has asked for forgiveness or not. But I'm saying my point, and I know Mr. E may have a different point of view, and you all may have one too. I wish that you all would give me your point of view that's looking on, and let us know, what do you feel? People are focusing on the backdrop. People are focusing on his bling bling. People are focusing the fact that he's been to jail. But what about the fact that he's been robbed by gunpoint with his wife in the church? And I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about condemning that particular part of this story. It's like, wait a minute. Do you want somebody to come rob you and everybody make the joke of it? Larry, you want folks to, do you want to be in his shoes and then experience robbery? And then, then everybody point out, well, you had on sunglasses, and why did you go down the street and come back? Wait a minute, the person's been robbed. So why is it that the victim is the butt of the joke?
Well, Miss Hinton, here's the whole thing.
Is he the victim? Okay, is he a victim? That's what somebody want to
Here's the whole thing about the whole situation. The whole thing about it is he's a rising star. He's just came out and he's in the public eye now. But there are some folks that while you're in the public eye, now you promoting all your wear, and your parishioners don't look. I
have people seen their parishioners?
I think people have seen.
How many?
About 10, 15 people in this church.
I'm saying, have they seen?
I don't know how many people have seen his parishioners, but the thing about it is, before they saw him, they saw his bling.
Okay.
Before they saw Christ, they saw his bling. They didn't see Christ in him, but what they saw was his beautiful cars, and nobody's jealous that he cannot have them. He got money, and folks are beginning to look at, he got money. Yeah, he got great money and great cheese. How did he get all the money? He ain't worked nowhere. So how did he get the money?
Oh, how you know he haven't worked anywhere?
According to T on the street.
Is that real T?
That's T on the street. Check it out. That's the T on the street that he was one of the greatest scammers.
That's allegedly.
He was one of the greatest scammers out there on the street. He said that he knew the job. And so he was one of the biggest scammers that one could ever be out there.
Okay.
And so since he scammed, he, got all the big money and he began. Because look at this cat. He got thousands and thousands and millions of dollars and got cars on the back of it and clothes to match the car seats of each car.
Well, does that give someone a right to rob them?
That don't give nobody, but you got to remember, you can't leave stuff if you did wrong in the streets.
Well, that's everybody, because all have sinned and come short.
Look what the streets are doing. The streets are now going into the churches, and they have no respectable person. The streets has no respectable person who they gonna get. If you did wrong, wrong coming to you. That's what it looks like.
Well, then all of us are in trouble.
Well, all of us in trouble because now all of us.
The T right
now
there.
all of us had to pull and lean on God. I seen somebody said on our feed said that LOL.
Not got it
God
yet.
in it.
Because I was saying that. Wait a minute.
Not in it.
Let's discuss what's going on. But Mr. E, Lord, we don't
LOL,
have enough time.
Not God in it.
But
That's
look,
right.
you all be the judge of it. Not only that, listen to the man's side of it and then see if there's any evidence that's going to come up about if he's doing something in real time. Now, his past is his past.
That's right.
But if he's hooking and crooking, that's going to be on him to suffer the consequences. But I say, listen to the story, find out how it plays out, listen to both sides and see how it plays. Sometimes these are just social media stories,
That's right.
social media hype and social media stuff, but you all check it out for yourself. But look, Mr. E, do we have to go?
We got to go.
All right, then look, don't forget to follow us on social media. Don't forget the Ladies Pies, music and book. Don't forget you can be a special guest, sponsor, and intern. Mr. E's going to give you that tea.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Our special guest next week will be none other than Mr. Richard Willard, James Luther on Sports Talk, Miss Francine Harrison, Miss Deborah Harris, and also Miss
Malara Green.
Yeah, that'll be our special guest. So don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WPCE 1400. Don't forget the Ladies Pies. You can put your orders in now. The lady will be baking some great old pies and cookies starting next week. So all you got to do is pick up the telephone and dial the magic number 757
470-0224.
That's 757
470-0224.
Put your order in now. Don't forget to join us.
Well, I tell you what, thank you all for joining us. Sheila Robbins for the fun, Roberta Carter, Crystal Hinton, Edwina Wilson, you are a blessing. Thank you for being our special guest. And all you all that have joined us.
Miss Jewel Corporal.
Miss Jewel Corporal, good morning. So we'll see you all on Monday. God bless you. Bye-bye.
2 up, 2 down.